Can you repeat that, please?
Yeah, no problem. The ladder truck 6, 2018, Pierce Ascendant, 107-foot aerial, 500 gallons of water. It has a pump, carries LDHOs, so it's technically a pumper and a ladder truck. It can do both. It's got a lot of cabinet space, seats 6 guys. Any other questions on that, really?
I think that's good.
Okay. Engine 2 is just an engine tanker, so it carries more water than a typical fire truck. Carries 2,500 gallons of water. Has a pump. It can be classified as a pumper. That is going to be replaced soon. We have a new one coming in the next, hopefully, year or so. Carries hose, all the tools, and seats 4 guys. Anything else with that?
No, that's good.
Engine 3, this is our first new piece to most fire calls. It's just a standard pumper truck, 1,000 gallons of water, sits 6 guys, and has extrication tools on it. It does run on the highway as well, so jaws of life. That's what I mean by that. That's the gist of that. The rescue is just a rescue truck. It's for anything rescue related will be on that truck. So it has all kinds of tools, literally every tool you can imagine on there. There's jaws of life, there's screwdrivers, pliers, torches, cribbing. There's air packs on that. It could do everything but put out fire. There's no water on it besides fire extinguishers.
All right.
And then the medical side, there's 2 ambulances. This is the older one, it's the newer one, and they just go on medical calls, MVAs, stuff like that. Do you have any questions directed towards the ambulance?
What type of equipment is inside these ambulances?
So you have all kinds of stuff. There's these stretchers now, they're all automated, so you don't have to lift, it's all touch of a finger. So you don't have to break your back. The technology is awesome with the stuff now. You just hit a button and it goes down. That's pretty much it, and then you hit a button and it goes back up. Other technologies that Beacon Hose has is we have a Lucas machine, which is, I don't know if you guys are familiar with CPR at all. But, so a Lucas machine is an automated CPR machine, so you're not physically doing this, the machine does it for you, which at the end of the day, it helps out a lot when you're low manpower kind of crew. We also have a 12-lead monitor, so essentially what that is, if somebody's having a heart problem, we could take a picture of their heart and send it to the hospital, so the hospital can be prepared how to deal with that before we get there. So that starts things earlier to make a better outcome hopefully in the end, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
That's really the big equipment-wise. I mean, everything else is just Band-Aids, blood pressure cuffs, stuff like that, splinting stuff. I mean, do you have any other questions?
Do you have anything relating to the ambulances and vehicles? So, should we just ask some of the questions we have here first? All right. What are your experiences working here at the firehouse?
My experience personally? Like, what do you mean by that?
What are some of the things you do day to day here?
Day to day, so when I come to work, you never know what your day is going to be. It could either be a quiet day or it could be a very, very busy day. There's no prediction of what you're going to do. So obviously we have stuff that we do every day. We go through our ambulances, we check, make sure everything's all set to go for the day, every single day. And same thing with the fire trucks. We check, make sure our equipment's ready for the day. So we get there and we're not dealing with equipment that's not working. So there's daily checks that we do to start our day. From there, it goes on, we do training, we go out and do public relations stuff, and we just go over the stuff we need to do every day. I mean, that's pretty much it. I mean, I could go on 10 calls a day, I could go on 0. It's, you know what I mean? It's hit or miss. So, yeah.
Actually, yeah, we do it. Okay. What are some of the specialities of each vehicles? You said, well, obviously, ambulances are for medical emergencies. In what certain situations do you use any of the other ones?
So the rescue truck is, I would say, is a specialized unit. I mean, it's just a rescue truck. So it has lifting capabilities. If somebody's pinned underneath the car, there's equipment on there that could lift the car up off of somebody. We could secure a car that's on its side using the rescue jacks. And that's really what the rescue truck's for. I mean, it's got almost everything you would need on it to do anything rescue related. not, it doesn't have everything, but it almost has everything. I mean, everything's different. Something you never know what you're gonna run into. There's stuff that we don't have in this building right now. We do are part of a Region 5 dive team. So we have some divers and some water rescue equipment that's in a trailer at the other firehouse. That's just another small specialty thing. So it's all the teams in Region 5, which consists of mostly Litchfield County and some of down in New Haven County, and that's pretty much Region 5. The only other specialty vehicle, I mean, a pumper is a pumper, a tanker just carries more water. There's a ladder truck, and the only specialty with that is you have a 107-foot ladder to reach high places for ventilations on roofs or rescues out of windows or whatever you need it for at the time.
So, what are some of the strangest emergencies you had to respond to?
I gotta give you a second, I think. In my career, I would say, not necessarily in this town, but we've done horses stuck in rescues, cows stuck in pools. I mean, it's a little different. It's something you don't expect every day, but that's the gist of that. We've had animals stuck in pipes and stuff like that. Those kind of rescues. It's a little different than what we deal with every day.
Animals in the normal to certain situations.
Yeah, so like if it rains a lot, next thing you know, a horse is stuck in the mud, they fall down, and they're stuck to their stomach. Somebody's got to get them out, otherwise the horse won't make, you know what I mean? So stuff like that, and like there's been instances where there's been a cow that's somehow gotten into a pool, and a cow can't figure out how to get, like you can stand in the shallow water, but you got to figure out how to get it out because you can't figure out how to get itself out. Stuff like that. I mean, lately I've seen a lot of bears versus car accidents too.
Bears versus cars.
I live up in Litchfield County, so that's been going on up there a lot. But that's probably just some of the strangest stuff that I can think of quickly off the top of my head.
What do you know about the history? Yeah, of the Beacon Hose Company?
I'm fairly new here, so I don't know about a ton about the history. Connor could probably answer the history questions better than I can. I've been here a little over a year now, so I don't have too much on the history aspect.
What are some of your favorite events here at the whole? Like the carnival, the fire prevention?
I like doing the fire prevention stuff. I like being involved with the community, so I like going. We were just at the high school last week for a career day. I like doing stuff like that. Try to draw the young crowd into this type of work, whether it's fire, EMS, whatever, public safety in general. So,
Yeah, I think that's it.
cool. So the history stuff, Connor could definitely help you with that. If you guys have any questions, you want the ladder truck outside, take a picture. I have no problem doing that.
We also, for the part of the project, we need to take a picture of us, like, in front of the place.
Yeah,
so.
we could do that. Yeah.
I'll take the ladder truck outside. We can take a picture in front of the ladder
Alright.
truck. That works. You guys want the ladder up in there? Or no?
Yeah. Yeah, no, it'd be cool.
I can do it. That's no problem.
Yeah, let's do it.
Sure.
So while he's doing that, I'm gonna start writing down some of these.
Well, you can get the history of Connor. I'll set it up. It'll only take me 5 minutes.
All right.
I'll be out back.
Want to take the phone? Yeah, it's fine.
I'll start writing some of this stuff.
Yeah, start writing some stuff down. And just get ready. Connor, you could tell us about I forget his name. What was his name again? Brandon. Yeah. He couldn't tell us too much about the history, so can you tell us about the history? The Beacon Hose Company. Firehouse. Actually, can we come in through?
It's a little hard to hear you through just that.
I hear you. I myself don't know too much about the history itself, but luckily for me, we keep a nice log of everything. So I mean, we basically started here. If you guys know, the mill used to be a shoe factory. So we were the firehouse for that shoe factory. And then over time, the town grew, and so did the department. So we've been here for, I think we're almost coming up on our 25-year anniversary. So we've started. I don't know, it started with the volunteers in that aspect. They would come directly from the factory. Come grab whatever apparatus we had at that time, and then go to whatever the call was. And then over time, we started running ambulances when that started, coming to light in, life. We got a hearse donated from some funeral home, and that was our first ambulance. And then over time, we got another ambulance and all that stuff. But let's see what else I can talk about. So let's see. So we were formed May 11th of 1899. This firehouse was built in well, let's see. We've had lots of different apparatus over the years. The current oldest one we have is our antique Seagrave. It's a 1929 Seagrave. Now it just operates as a parade piece, but once, a while back, it was in motion. And I mean, just the service itself has grown over. Before it was, only foremen and charter members from the factory, and then it turned into, accepting outsiders. For a while, it was. 1 second. Beacon Host Company. Beacon Host Company. And then for a while we only accepted in-town members, and then we started to expand to let Naugatuck residents and any surrounding towns in. So over the years we've definitely grown as a department. We used to only have a small, I believe it was only a 2-bay firehouse, and then we expanded to allow more rigs in. Now we have engines, a rescue, a truck, all this other stuff. We do now all water operations. We have a trailer dedicated to that. We have a trailer dedicated to wildland stuff, and all that type of stuff. Is there anything specific you guys are looking for? And
I think you summed everything up perfectly.
And I know I wasn't able to tell you much history, but I know if you guys go on our website, there's a lot of pictures and history on that stuff. So,
All right. Thank you.
no problem, guys.
Thank you.
It's all set up for you.
Oh God.
Jeez Louise. It's gigantic.
I don't think we need to go that high.
We need to go that high. It's wonderful.
Technically, that's not even all the way up. If I could bring the angle up like this.
Yeah, it's not even 90 degrees. Have you ever had to go 90 degrees?
It's not really safe to go 90 degrees, so it's not really ideal. There's nothing that we would really do that would be 90 degrees. There's no harness when you climb it. So you're climbing and when you
You're
stop,
just
when you stop, you can flip in, but when you're climbing, there's no safety. And when you're straight up and down, it's just unsafe, and there's no real reason for it. When we're going on access to roofs or whatever, we couldn't even really get off the ladder if it was straight up there. So it's not really safe. We try to do things the most safe way as possible. There's no guarantees, but that's at the end of the day, we try to do things very safely.
That's good. Alright. So this is where the hose are put in?
So these are cross lanes. This is what would go inside. These are the lines we would pull to put a fire out on this truck. There's one in the bumper. It's called a crash line. So it's just a shorter version of that. But
Yeah.
ideally, if you go to any interior fire or something that's more long distance in the woods, you're typically going to pull that. So there's this cross lace. It's 1.75 diameter, 2 of those, and it's 2.5 diameter hose. So 2.5 you get more water. Bigger diameter for more water to the fire. And then this up on the top, that's where the 5-inch hose is. That's just supply line. So it's just supply the fire with the water, that adequate water that it needs to use the suppressor. And that's just the pump itself. So each lever controls a different water source and it does something different with the water.
Yeah.
You'll put it up in a cab up the inside and then it's a pump. That at most incidents we have meters to meter gases, fuel, propane, stuff like that. All the air packs are in there back. If you want to see what an air pack looks like, we're going back here. Take them to the seats.
It's really cool.
The ladder can also spray water out of the top.
Oh yeah?
Depending on the situation. You see the pipe going right up there with that nozzle,
Yeah.
a little ways from the top.
That sun in my eyes does not feel good.
See what I mean?
Yeah, that's really cool.
Those are the outriggers for the ladder. Without that, yeah, so I mean, it won't let you truck. All these new trucks are smart. I mean, I'm sure you could flip it over if you didn't know what you're doing, but the computers in these trucks will prevent you from doing stuff that the truck knows. The truck itself knows its limitations. As well as the operator, the training and experience, the operator should know the limitations of this truck. So that's just, there's 3 outriggers, one on this side, one on that side, and one on the other. Each ladder truck's different, but that's how this one is done. That ladder can rotate 360 degrees. I can bring it down to the ground. That's really pretty much it. Let's see what's going on.
I think we're pretty good.